is up, guys? Welcome back to T2T Wrestling. We are in Money in the Bank. I'm here with my friend Tim.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Toya.
Hi. Alright, so it's been a while since we've been doing wrestling things, whatever, but you know what? I'm excited about this. It's a good day. It's a good day. And I'm excited. Money in the Bank ain't one of my favorites, but I think this is gonna be a good one.
Multiple person ladder matches are usually always entertaining, if nothing else.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. But we are here for the predictions. We're here to lay down what's really gonna happen. I don't really care what WWE says. This is what's gonna happen.
Because we have said this before. We are geniuses, and we know more about wrestling than anyone else in the world, especially the wrestling writers. So, if Vince knew what he was doing, he would have hired us to run the show years ago. But he doesn't, so he should retire. It's really that simple.
It really is. It really is. But we're gonna go into it right now. So I got the first match here. It's the WWE Championship. Lashley versus Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. This could be a good match. This could be a really good match. Kofi is Kofi. I'm pretty sure he could carry Lashley to a good match. I think it really comes down to if Lashley is willing to sell. If it's just going to be Lashley beating on Kofi for 15 minutes, and then Kofi having a comeback and Lashley winning, then it's going to be blah. I
don't think that's gonna happen. I think that people think that's gonna happen, but I think that I don't know. I think we're gonna see like a fight of Kofi that maybe we didn't see. Like,
I hope so.
I think it's gonna just be kind of just ridiculous. It was just like a match versus Kofi getting his ass beat. It's like.
I hope. I'm just saying. I hope not. It's just what they seem to have done with Lashley against anyone who's not, Drew McIntyre. But I really hope it's going to be a good match. I'm pretty sure Lashley is going to retain, unless they have done something completely new, planning for SummerSlam. Because I cannot imagine they're not going to keep Lashley as champion at SummerSlam. Just because of the way they're building it, but I think it's going to be a good match. Oh, I think it could be a very good match, at the very least.
I saw Raw, on Monday, and it looks like Lashley's is like on edge because he did get pinned by Xavier.
But, I guess that's the only. I guess that's the other indication that Lashley is going to win, because the one who loses the go home almost always wins.
Right.
That's just like if anyone is new to wrestling, that might be giving spoilers away, but it's a well-known truism that whoever wins, if two people have a match at a pay-per-view and they have a match the night before or the last show before, the one who wins the show before usually always loses.
Yep.
At the pay-per-view.
Yep. Usually, not always, but about like 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can set your clock on it. It's that predictable. But yeah.
But again, if they are willing to let Lashley sell or let Kofi, go into a dark place or something, then it can be a very good match. Just because Lashley is again not a bad athlete, and Kofi is just an amazing wrestler.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure Kofi can carry Lashley to a great match.
So we're gonna say that it is Bobby Lashley that's gonna keep his title at least until SummerSlam.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Then we've got the Universal Championship: Roman Reigns versus Edge.
See, first of all, I think it's going to be a good match. I'm going to say that a lot tonight. I think this is going to be an amazing match because Reigns is improving and Edge is Edge. So I really think this is going to. Yeah, I know, right? It's one of those things that seem obvious, but maybe sometimes Edge is not Edge. Maybe sometimes he's Christian. You never know. But yeah, I think it's going to be. I actually think this is going to be. I would not be surprised, leaving aside the actual Money in the Bank matches. I would not be surprised if this one was match of the evening.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that to be a thing.
I would not be surprised. Who's going to win?
This one this one I'm like kind of confused about because
Yeah, I mean it's so obvious that it should be Roman. He hasn't been pinned in like 18 months, and everyone knows they are building for a match with Cena at SummerSlam. But I mean, maybe that match would actually be better if he wasn't champion. And considering what happened at Mania, if they want to get something like really big out of it, they kind of have to start thinking about giving him the title. Honestly.
yes, this is true. I agree.
So yeah, I will say 60-40 that Roman wins, maybe even 70-30 that Roman retains. But I am less certain with this one than I was anyway last time, where it was like, yeah, this one is 95% chance that Reigns maintains unless he basically tears both of his leg ligaments during the match.
Right.
I think Reigns is going to maintain in a great match. I just hope he doesn't.
I mean, I don't know. I see Edge winning this one. I don't know why. I still see Edge.
I really hope you're right. Again, I want to say Edge. Both my stomach and my brain says they have to give it to Edge now, just to get as much out of him as they possibly can on this contract.
Right, exactly.
But I'm just the way they have been playing Reigns, and especially the bullshit they pulled at Mania in the triple threat, after which, by the way, we haven't seen Daniel Bryan at all, I think. God, I hope that wasn't his retirement match. I just don't know if they're willing to pull the trigger on Reigns, especially if they're going to feed Cena to him next month. But that's the point. This is where I think they would be better off if Edge wins, because if they're going to have Roman against Cena, if Roman is champion, everyone knows Cena is not going to win the title. Everyone knows it because there's no way he's back full time, especially not after this whole China debacle crap.
Right, exactly.
If anyone doesn't know about that, Cena basically
Go look it up.
Go look it up. It wasn't good. It really wasn't good. But if Reigns is not champion, I think there's a much better way they could play that up as Cena might win this. Cena might just win this. But if Reigns is champion,
it would make more sense if Reigns didn't have the title and going up against
Cena.
Because otherwise, it's just like, it's like, okay, you don't want to make it too predictable.
Yeah.
Make it too damn obvious.
Let's say that we will go with Edge, but I have a bad feeling in my stomach about it.
Well, I mean, it probably, I don't know. I think it's gonna go to Edge. I don't think it's gonna be like a clean. I don't think it's gonna be clean.
It doesn't have to be clean. But I mean, I really do. I also think the time has come to take the title back off Reigns again.
Yeah, I mean, it's time. He's been champ for too damn long. And I like Reigns. I think the new persona is awesome and everything like that. But I also think, okay, someone has to take him down, and
eventually an Edge would be. I mean, after what happened at first. I mean, the fact is they should have pulled the trigger at Mania already.
Yeah.
The whole build up from Royal Rumble to Mania. They should have pulled the trigger on that. It seems that the only reason they didn't was basically because Vince felt that Edge looked too old, which is
ridiculous.
Which is something I believe because it's such a stupid thing that it sounds like something Vince would come up with. Everyone would have lost their minds at Edge as a champion. They could have had Roman win it back the very next month at the Backlash if they had to.
Right.
But I mean, I think it would make more sense for everyone if Edge got it. Roman can have his fight with Cena, and then he can start challenging again. It would make so much sense for his character to be the one chasing the title and not be entirely undefeatable. It would also further the whole thing with the Usos. In every way, I feel like it would make sense for Edge to take it, which is why I go for him. I just have this bad feeling in the pit of my stomach that this is going to be a WWE-ism where they fuck up the most obvious win for no particular reason.
Yeah, agree. Totally agree. Alright, well, let's move on to the next one then. We got the Raw Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
The Nightmare versus the Queen.
Another match of the Nightmare versus the Queen, but like we discussed last time, I don't mind them having this match. I don't think they have fought.
I mean, the feud. If you haven't been watching them, this two go at it. It's just like the sneakery and the I'll get you with this because you use this. I'm gonna get you with that kind of thing. It's fucking brilliant. I love it.
I didn't catch Raw this week, but I have been watching not all of it because I've been skipping a lot of I've been skipping a lot of filler stuff on the various shows. Raw really should go back to be 2 hours, by the way. 3 hours is just too goddamn long.
That they should, but that's a different story.
But anyway, this is I mean, Rhea versus Charlotte. Something has to happen in the autumn if this is not going to be feud of the year. That's my opinion. Because they have been amazing, and again, the way they have built it up with Rhea. Again, the thing we are complaining about is not that we have a lot of matches between the same people. The thing Toya and I have been complaining about is we have a lot of matches with the same people ending in the exact same way. But Charlotte, we had the ending last time where Charlotte actually won by DQ, but actually won. So yeah, I really like that they're going forward with this feud. I think it's going to be, if it's not going to be Roman versus Edge, then this is going to be match of the evening. I'm pretty sure of that. And
yep, this is gonna be a fire ass match. Cause I mean, I just love the chemistry that these two are putting out right now. It's like okay.
Yeah. The thing is, for it to make sense to continue, Charlotte almost have to win. But I think Rhea is going to retain.
I think so too. So I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I think Charlotte should win this, and then Rhea basically saying, well, if you get a
title shot.
A title shot, yeah, then I definitely get my rematch, and they can keep it going. But I think they're going to have Rhea retain, and then still do another match between them at SummerSlam somehow.
Yeah, some kind of a like a specialty match, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if they at that point, I would kind of say at that point they might.
At that point, this should stop. Yeah.
But that should definitely be the last in that case. But I don't have a problem with Rhea retaining. By the way, it's not that I'm saying. I'm just saying if Charlotte doesn't, then SummerSlam has to be the final match between them. It really has to. Because otherwise, then it has been going on for too long with the same results.
Right.
But it's going to be a great. I mean, the match is going to be fantastic. I'm sure every match these two have had so far has been amazing. Way back to Mania. What was it, Mania 20, Mania 19, the NXT title match.
Oh yeah, I think it was 19. No, it was 20.
No, it was 20. Yeah.
It was 20. But yep, let's go to the next one then. Got the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bianca Belair was supposed to be Bayley, but Bayley got injured and is replaced by Carmella. I think it's an I Quit match still, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they are actually. I think that's being played out as it's supposed to be taking place on SmackDown.
Oh, really?
I actually think it's going to be placed on SmackDown. SmackDown tomorrow.
That's why that was there. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. This does not mean that the match cannot end up being on the on the pay-per-view if something happens on Friday. But I think it was basically like people wanted to see more of Bianca and Bayley. I don't think they really cared about Bianca and Carmella at the pay-per-view. So
because Bianca and Bayley had this little feud thing coming in there, and it's kind of like you just kind of just like replaced her. That's why I was like, when we were talking about it, you're like, oh, you're thinking about Carmella. I'm like, I'm not even like thinking about Carmella because I'm like, she a placeholder. And I was like, yep. I don't really think she gonna win anything, but I mean, she could. It could happen, but I'm just like,
it could happen, but. If they, I don't think that she's going. I honestly don't think they're going to add it to the.
Yeah, because they might, but I just put it there because it was.
I think it makes more sense that since we're still missing a SmackDown lady for the Money in the Bank, I think it makes more sense that something like Carmella loses to Bianca on Friday, and then if they want to do Carmella versus Bianca, then finagles her way into the Money in the Bank match somehow.
I could see that being a thing that could happen.
But again, I don't. Right now, that match is not actually on the pay-per-view card.
Well, then never mind. Take it off. Scratch it.
If it turns out to be on the pay-per-view match, Belair is going to win it. Without question.
Well, let's go to the next one then. The Raw can't even talk. The Raw tag teams are up with AJ Omos versus the Viking Raiders.
I really like this one because the Viking Raiders are big enough. The feud has been okay. Nothing particularly special, but it's been okay.
It's been alright. I mean, it's not noticeable, but you see it. It's okay.
But it's been okay, and we have, or at least I have mentioned a couple of times that I would like to see more. I would like to see more pay-per-view matches that are basically mid-card. It's difficult to say mid-card when you're talking about AJ Styles, who is never a mid-card wrestler.
Phenomenal.
Tag Team Champions is a mid-card match, no matter how you slice it. And I do like to see more mid-card matches on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I'm glad this is here, even if the feud has been just pedestrian, honestly. But I like the fact that this is the Raiders because they are big enough that you feel like Omos can't just squash them.
Yeah, agreed. I think the Raiders will take this one.
I think so too, actually. I actually think so too, yes.
I think AJ and Omos had to run with the tag team and stuff like that. I think AJ should go for like bigger things. Personally, that's my personal opinion.
I would not be surprised if AJ, especially if Edge wins the title, I would not be surprised if AJ was going to challenge him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would not be surprised if AJ was going to be his first challenger. Let's just put it like that. So yeah, I think the Raiders are going to win. I think that would be the right decision. I think Omos really needs to go to the power plant.
Like, if they didn't win here, they probably would win at SummerSlam, but I think they should win here. I don't think it should go on till SummerSlam because it's not that exciting feud. It's like
Yeah.
And
the problem in this is Omos. He's a good thing as Styles' bodyguard. He's not that polished as a wrestler that he should be involved in matches.
Right, exactly. He was good as like that the bodyguard, the stand thing. It's like you're just the prop. No offense, but it's like you're not a wrestler or anything like that. You're not exciting. Every time I watch you, it's like like I'm not impressed.
It could have been. It could exactly. And I mean, yes, he's a prop, but I mean, that's the same in the early days. Was China a prop? Hell yeah, she was. But damn, she was good at it.
Right?
Um,
I mean, go ahead.
being a prop is not necessarily a bad thing. That's like saying that a manager is a prop because MVP is a prop. Yeah, he is, but I mean, he's basically all that's keeping Lashley entertaining.
This is true. I mean, I'm not saying all props are bad. I'm just saying that he was better off as a prop than he is as AJ's tag team partner.
Doesn't mean that he can't end up at least a decent big guy wrestler.
Yeah, I mean,
can, but he needs a lot more training.
He needs the work. I mean, he needs the work. That's all. He needs to work a little bit more harder at that. Because it's like right now, it's just like, okay, who did you blow to get this job? I don't know.
I mean, I'm still
like, well, he's really tall. Let's just bring him in.
I am still a bit upset at WWE. It might be money reasons. It might be bad writing, but listen, Omos is big and he's impressive. But if they wanted someone big and impressive to be AJ's tag team partner and bodyguard, they didn't have Braun Strowman doing anything.
True.
And him and AJ could work amazing together.
This is true.
And unlike Omos, again, Braun was turning out to be a really, really good big guy wrestler. So I'm still really pissed that they released Braun. I really am.
That sucks.
But anyway, yeah, I think the Raiders will take it. I think they should take it. I think AJ will do something at SummerSlam. If Edge takes it, like I said, I think AJ is going to challenge him. Honestly. Other than that, we'll figure something out. But yeah, it's probably going to be a fine match, not a good match. I don't think
it's going to be a fair match.
Yeah.
It's going to be like one of those matches where you. Maybe. It's going to be like one of those matches where it's like, oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. I mean,
it's not going to be.
They're going to be like, whoa, shit, did you see that? I don't think that's going to happen.
No. It's not going to be a pee break match in any way, but it's probably not going to be one of those.
It's gonna be one of those
riveted for 20 minutes.
It's gonna be one of those pee break matches, but once in a while you're trying to like making sure you can still see the TV and pee at the same time kind of match.
Yeah, exactly. Not a pee break match, but a buy popcorn near a television set match.
Right.
Probably.
All right. Well, let's go get to this other part. We've got the Money in the Bank with the women's. I'm gonna name them all off. We got Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Nikki Cross, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Naomi, and Natalya, and then there's one to be announced.
Yeah. And again, who's announced for SmackDown? We don't know. I would not be surprised if it was somehow Carmella, but we have no idea. Carmella has already won a Money in the Bank, so they like having her.
Didn't she win 2?
Sorry?
Didn't Carmella win 2 Money in the Banks?
She might even have won 2 of them, yes.
Yeah, I think she won 2.
She might have won another one as well.
No,
yes.
I think she 2.
Yeah. Again, it's a Money in the Bank multi-person ladder match. We have a lot of good people in it. It's going to be a great match. No doubt about it. It's a gimmick match, but it's going to be fun to watch. 100% fun to watch all the way through. My head tells me Alexa will win it. My gut tells me Selena will win it. My heart wants Nikki to win it because by God, it's about time they give Nikki a title run.
Yeah.
She is having at least she looks like she's having so much fun with that almost superhero thing. Everyone seems to love the not superhero thing, and she's an amazing wrestler. I even if they don't let her beat whoever she would go up against, Rhea or Charlotte or Bianca, I just want it to be Nikki because after all these years, I feel she deserves it. Everything Nikki is involved in, she's usually the best thing in, and they just never pull the trigger on her, and I think it's time. But my gut tells me it's going to be Selena if they don't give it to Alexa.
Yeah, maybe I can see that. I mean, it depends on who. See, this all depends on who wins. Cause like, I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
like if say Carmella wins like the belt on Friday,
Oh, then all. I mean, then Bianca probably goes into it, and then all bets are off.
maybe, or maybe Liv Morgan might. I mean, isn't Liv
Yeah.
Morgan and like Carmella have some kind of freaking feud? I mean, I don't know. This is like one of those things where it's like it could
100% sure.
be anybody.
I am just thinking, could you imagine the wrestling community when they realize that one of the women's title for SummerSlam is going to be Liv Morgan versus Carmella, which is like, okay, no one saw that coming, and I kind of like the idea.
I mean, I like the
Actually,
idea, like the surprise of it.
yeah. Of course, SummerSlam is apparently just because they scheduled it at the same night by accident as some big boxing match, or was it some UFC thing? SummerSlam is going to be really short. I think it's only going to be like about 2 hours. So I don't actually know how many matches there's going to be at SummerSlam this year, or if there's going to be a lot of matches. A lot of them are going to be really short.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. No.
It. I mean, SummerSlam had been planned for ages, and then, like I said, I think it was some big Vegas boxing match are planned at the exact same time to start. If SmackDown went 3 hours, then it would overlap with that boxing match. So it was like, fuck. And so instead of starting it early, I think WWE said, okay, sure, we're going to go short. We're only going to make like a 2 hour show or something. Doesn't mean you can't have a lot of good matches there. I'm just saying it's probably not going to be a Mania thing with like 15 matches on the card. Probably going to be 5 or 6 maximum.
Well, there better be some good ass matches, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so. Again, I don't know. I want it to be Nikki. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Selena. If not Selena, then Alexa. But like, God damn it, I want it to be Nikki.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think
I
it's
have
going to
like
be
no
Naomi.
opinion on this one, actually.
I don't think it's going to be Natalia. I don't think it's going to be Asuka. I don't think it's going to be.
I don't think it's gonna be Oscar, because I mean,
Yeah, for obvious reasons with all those three, they again seem very reluctant to pull the trigger on Liv Morgan. So.
well,
No.
plus we still have another one, so we really don't know. Still
No.
got the mystery one. We don't even know who that's gonna be. We don't know.
Exactly, and that makes it very difficult. Anyway, I'm gonna predict Selena.
I'm gonna predict. I don't know. I have no comment.
Yeah,
I plead the fifth. Alright, so we got the men's Money in the Bank. We got Ricochet, Riddle, John Morris, Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, King Sasuke Nakamura.
I love his King personality. Again, this is just one where he seems to have a heck of a lot of fun with it.
Yes, I love it.
And
It's
I
awesome.
love it when wrestlers seem to enjoy
Their characters, the persona they're playing.
Their characters, but like really enjoy them.
Yes, that's the best part too, because it's like, you know what, because then they're having fun and the audience can have fun with it.
Yeah, and it looks like Nakamura Shinsuke is really enjoying playing that character. I think it's going to be Riddle.
It's gonna be Brock Lesnar. No, slay.
You know what? It would not even surprise me.
No need
Not
either.
even surprise me.
I would be so mad though.
I think it's going to be Riddle, and I have no.
Well, Riddle, if people don't know, Riddle is actually fighting for Randy Orton.
Yeah, well, that he is.
So in case some people might not know this, it's not really Riddle that's fighting. It's really Randy Orton, but like it's like he's going in for Randy Orton. So I'm like, I don't know how long that's gonna be a thing, but I think it's interesting.
I think it's going to be Riddle exactly because they have given Riddle, a push recently. Like,
No, they really are to the max. Yep, to the
And
max.
I could see how they could play Riddle versus whoever he's going to challenge, the SmackDown champion, I guess, whoever that's going to be at SummerSlam. with Randy getting more and more upset about the whole thing and deciding to get involved. I could see them doing that. The only thing, but anyone who's in this match who won, I mean, if anyone in this match won it, I would be happy, except Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I am so scared they're going to give it to Drew because
I hope not.
Because, you know, Drew versus Bobby is apparently the only match they can book this year.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope, if all those people, I hope Drew McIntyre don't get it. I don't even care who gets it, as long as it's not true.
I love all of these people. We talked about at the Bad Bunny match at Mania just how good John Morrison is. Ricochet is probably not going to get it just because I don't think they want to push him into a main title shot. He's just such a good wrestler. Riddle is, again, I don't particularly... Riddle is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of Riddle, but I mean, I like what they're doing with him and Randy right now. Big E is Big E, Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens, Nakamura is Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins will, of course, also eventually continue his feud with Cesaro, I'm sure of it. But yeah, I want anyone to win except for Drew. That's really all I care about in this match. Anyone but Drew McIntyre.
Anyone but Drew.
Yeah. Anyone but you, Drew. No offense. No offense, Drew.
No, I like Drew McIntyre. I think he's an amazing wrestler, but it's kind of just like, I don't want to see another Bobby and Drew match. And I don't really see him going after like Edge or Roman either.
No chance. As I see it, either. No, Drew. Sorry. Anyone else? Every other person in this match could make it really, really good, but just not Drew. That's really all I care about.
Yes, agreed. Well, that is it, guys. That is our predictions. Make sure you tune in on Sunday. I don't know, it's on Peacock or whatever you watch your little WWE crap. July 28th. 18th, sorry. July 18th. Make sure you go watch that. See how right we are.
Very right. Even if the matches turn out differently from what we said, you should know that we are right and the WWE got it wrong.
Right? And they're just being hateful, and they did it wrong on purpose. Because we do this is called predictions. It should be called the facts.
Exactly. It's not exactly. It's not pay-per-view predictions. Pay-per-view facts. Pay-per-view spoilers. Exactly.
But we have to call it predictions. Otherwise, they could say, hey, they could probably sue us or something like that. So we can't call it fact. We have to call it predictions. So it's just like, okay, I don't want to get in trouble.
No.
You might have a little bit more money than I do. Maybe a little bit.
I think I have enough in my bank account.
Maybe. I mean, are we talking about like Monopoly money, maybe? GTA money, maybe?
I mean, that's what you use in the US, right?
I think so.
Danish Monopoly money is totally valid tender.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
Yeah?
Everybody knows this.
Everyone knows that. Yeah.
Alright, guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We're still playing It Takes Two. I haven't killed Tim yet. I'm getting there. We're getting close. It's a matter of time. I will have to play this game by myself. People ask me, where's Tim? Don't worry about it. He's in a better place.
he lives on a farm now with my old dog. That's where he is.
Exactly. And I still got my Toy-Verse and I'm still playing The Last of Us, so you check that out. And yeah.
On Sundays and Thursdays, so after this probably, I will be streaming. Well, my Fallout 4 You Only Live Once had a sad ending where I had an unfortunate close encounter with a nuclear grenade. So now instead, for the first time ever, I am playing Final Fantasy VII, popping my cherry in Final Fantasy VII, and annoying everyone who loves that game with my hot takes. So that should be fun.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. I will see you guys probably tomorrow, and it takes two. Alright, bye!